for each one of these questions, right? So the first one is tell you what the case title is, right? So there it is work versus pushing. You know, so usually the court cases is so and so versus so and so, right? So that's kind of the title of the cases usually. You know? It can be the United States versus Brad Smith or whoever, you know, or it can be John versus, you know, Bobby, kind of idea. So that's kind of usually how the title goes, right? Then the date of the filing and the decision. You want to make sure that you know when the case was filed and when a decision was handed for that particular case, right? The next thing is that you're going to want to know what court was this one brought in, what court was it that heard the case, pretty much, you know? Was it the 7th District Court of Maine or Massachusetts or where? You know? So it's going to be on the case as well. Again, the name of the defendant and the plaintiff. So who brought the lawsuit is going to be the plaintiff. Who is the defendant is going to be the person being sued, right? So again, it's in the court case. It's also in the title, if you will, right? The alleged violation. This particular case deals with one of the topics that we've already kind of covered. Was it negligence, ordinary negligence, gross negligence, assault, battery? What was being alleged, right? That's what also you're gonna tell me what it was. Then you're gonna tell me about the facts of the case, which is and just a brief summary, right? So the defendant alleged that so and so did this to them while they were doing this or whatnot, right? The defendant the plaintiff. The plaintiff alleged that they broke their neck while they were doing so and so in the premises of so and so. Just a brief summary, a couple of sentences, tell me what is it that is being alleged, right? Also there. The court's decision, again, just what they said, yeah, the defendant is liable, and we are awarding him or her this much money. Or no, they are not liable, and so, you know, the case is pretty much, you know, over with no damages being awarded to anybody. Whatever they decide, you want to tell me. And then this case is also going to tell you the rationale they usually do write about how the court, the judge came to the decision, right? What was the rationale, right? Well, they thought that because there was indeed a lot of fault on the defendant part, then they felt that it was, you know, reasonable to see how they were the ones who broke the duty or whatever it is, right? So you're going to tell me how they kind of process that case to get to that decision. Does that make any sense? All right, and then the last one is you're going to tell me your personal opinion and thoughts on the case. Did you find that the allegation was the right one? You know, that they brought actually the right suit? Because it was indeed an assault or was indeed negligence? Did you feel that the defendant the plaintiff probably has some contributory part of it and then therefore shouldn't have been awarded anything? Or did you feel that, you know, that it was just okay, that you felt that you probably would have found the same verdict if you would have been the judge or whatever? Does that make any sense? So your personal thoughts about the case and how you would have handled it. Comments, questions about that one?
Do you want us to keep the headers like this or just start typing it up?
You can just start, I mean, like I said, you can find, like, right after I said on the following points, you can give it a space and put name and then put your name, you know, so and so. And then when it says one, it says case title, you just give it a space there or two and type the case title. And then do the same for the other ones. Give it a space on their dated file and boom, put the date. And then so on and so forth. Does that make any sense? I mean, and I'm not going to hinder your creativity. If you have different ways to do it, you know, that'll be good as well. As long as you are answering those same questions, and I know which answer you are, you know. I had somebody doing it like, I don't know if they went over the same document that I have provided, or they came up with their own, and then they just went 1 through 10, like they would just put 1 and they just did answers, and then, you know, like, where's the question? You know, I wanna know what you're answering here. I mean, I can go back and figure it out, but you can see how that could be a little bit annoying for me to have to go back when I have already provided you with it. So I do wanna know what question you're answering pretty much. I would like for you to leave the question there so that I can see what is it that you're answering. Any other questions or comments? All right then, so now we do what we do. What we do is